The unthinkable has happened. Jeep, an automotive icon and a symbol of American freedom, adventure, and strength is gone. In a shocking decision, Stellantis has announced the end of the Jeep brand and every worker has been let go. The story behind this stunning collapse is as dramatic as it is tragic. How could one of the most beloved car brands in the world disappear overnight? And why did Stellantis, a company that once promised a future for Jeep, make this catastrophic decision? To understand how devastating this news is, we must go back to the very beginning. The Jeep brand was born out of war. World War II, to be exact. It was built for survival, designed to tackle the most dangerous environments, and ultimately, to save lives. Jeep wasn't just a car, it was a symbol of resilience. After the war, Jeep transitioned into civilian life, becoming the go-to vehicle for adventurers, off-road enthusiasts, and anyone who wanted to push boundaries. The iconic Wrangler, Cherokee, and Grand Cherokee became household names representing the rugged American spirit. For decades, Jeep was an unstoppable force in the auto industry. No other brand could capture the same sense of freedom, exploration, and reliability that Jeep promised, but that legend would come to an abrupt and tragic end. In 2021, a major shakeup in the global automotive industry occurred. Fiat Chrysler, the parent company of Jeep, merged with PSA Group, creating Stellantis, a global powerhouse in the world of cars. At first, it seemed like a new dawn for Jeep, with promises of innovation, electrification, and expansion. Jeep fans were optimistic. Stellantis had the resources and global reach to take Jeep to the next level. But behind closed doors, there were growing tensions. While Stellantis was looking toward a future dominated by electric vehicles and sustainability, Jeep's image as a rugged, gas-powered, off-road champion was becoming a liability. As governments worldwide imposed stricter emissions regulations, and as the demand for electric vehicles surged, Jeep's traditional models began to clash with Stellantis' long-term vision. The first signs of trouble came quietly. Production delays, dwindling inventory, and layoffs began to spread across Jeep's manufacturing plants. Workers, many of whom had spent their entire careers building Jeeps, were being sent home without any answers. We were told nothing. One day the factory was running, and the next day the gates were locked. We didn't even get a proper notice. It feels like a betrayal. We built Jeep into what it is, and now it's gone. Just like that. Jeep's collapse wasn't just a corporate decision, it was personal. Thousands of employees were left jobless overnight, with no warning, no severance packages, and no future in sight. Then came the announcement that shook the world. In a move that left both the automotive industry and Jeep's loyal fan base in shock, Stellantis announced they were discontinuing the Jeep brand permanently. The decision was final. There would be no more Jeep Wranglers, no more Grand Cherokees, no more off-road adventures. Jeep was dead. The automotive landscape is changing rapidly. Jeep, while iconic, no longer aligns with Stellantis' vision for a sustainable future. We are committed to reducing our carbon footprint and focusing on electric mobility. Jeep, unfortunately, does not fit into that plan. Stellantis' focus on electric vehicles, environmental sustainability, and emerging markets ultimately sealed Jeep's fate. Despite its deep roots and loyal following, Jeep was deemed expendable in the face of progress. The news devastated Jeep enthusiasts across the globe. For decades, Jeep wasn't just a brand, it was a lifestyle. Jeep owners gathered in clubs, attended off-road events, and customized their vehicles to reflect their sense of adventure and individuality. But now that community is left mourning the loss of an icon. I've driven Jeeps my whole life. It's more than a car, it's a symbol of freedom. It's heartbreaking to know there will never be another new Jeep. I'm not sure what I'll do now. There's nothing else like it. Jeep is irreplaceable. For many, the end of Jeep feels like the end of an era. But while Stellantis may have killed the brand, they can't erase its legacy. Jeep's history is woven into the very fabric of American culture. It's more than just a vehicle, it's a symbol of adventure, resilience, and freedom. And that legacy will never die. So what happens now? Stellantis may have closed the chapter on Jeep, but the impact of this decision will be felt for years to come. Will another brand rise to take Jeep's place, or is this the end of an era in the automotive world? As the dust settles on Stellantis' stunning announcement, we're left to reflect on what truly made Jeep a beloved brand for millions around the world. Jeep was never just a vehicle, it was an experience, built on innovation, durability, and a promise to take you anywhere. Let's take a moment to appreciate the legendary features that define Jeep and captured the hearts of drivers for over 80 years. No matter where you are in the world, the 7-slot grille is instantly recognizable. This signature design feature became synonymous with strength and dependability. From the battlefields of World War II to the toughest off-road trails in the world, that grille stood as a testament to Jeep's commitment to enduring any challenge. When people thought of off-road supremacy, they thought of Jeep. Its unparalleled 4x4 capability was at the heart of every model, making Jeep the undisputed king of the off-road world. Whether it was mud, snow, rocks, or sand, Jeep vehicles were designed to conquer the toughest terrains. The combination of advanced four-wheel drive systems like Command Track, Rock Track, and Quadra Track meant that Jeep drivers could go places other vehicles wouldn't dare. Perhaps no model embodied the spirit of Jeep more than the Wrangler. Launched in 1986 as the successor to the CJ series, the Wrangler became an instant classic. With its open-air freedom, removable doors, and rugged build, the Wrangler wasn't just a vehicle, it was an invitation to explore the unknown. The Wrangler wasn't just about utility, it was about freedom. From its iconic boxy design to its versatile off-road capability, it symbolized the perfect blend of style and substance. Even as other SUVs became more refined and sleek, the Wrangler stayed true to its roots, tough, uncompromising, and always ready for an adventure. For Jeep enthusiasts, there was no greater badge of honor than trail-rated. This distinction wasn't just for show, it was earned. Jeep rigorously tested its vehicles across 5 categories: traction, water fording, maneuverability, articulation, and ground clearance. Only after passing these grueling tests could a Jeep wear the trail-rated badge. Whether you were crawling up rocks or powering through deep water, the trail-rated badge was a guarantee that your Jeep could handle anything Mother Nature threw its way. It's a legacy that few other vehicles could match. While the Wrangler became synonymous with off-road adventures, the Cherokee and Grand Cherokee brought Jeep's rugged DNA into the world of luxury. With sophisticated design, cutting-edge technology, and the same off-road capability that defined Jeep, these models became the perfect blend of power and refinement. The Grand Cherokee, in particular, pushed the boundaries of what an SUV could be. It was just as comfortable tackling mountain trails as it was navigating urban landscapes. With features like air suspension, adaptive terrain modes, and powerful engines, it became one of Jeep's most celebrated models. For those who demanded the absolute best in off-road performance, there was the Wrangler Rubicon. Named after the legendary Rubicon Trail, this Jeep was designed for the extreme. With advanced off-road tech like locking differentials, sway bar disconnects, and rock rails, the Rubicon was the most capable Jeep ever built. The Rubicon wasn't just an SUV, it was a tool for adventurers seeking the ultimate off-road challenge. It was built for those who lived to explore the toughest, most unforgiving landscapes on Earth. One of Jeep's most unique features was the open-air experience. Unlike most SUVs, Jeep allowed its drivers to remove the doors, roof, and even fold down the windshield for the ultimate feeling of freedom. This wasn't just a feature, it was a philosophy. Jeep was about connecting with nature, feeling the wind on your face, and experiencing the world in a way no other vehicle could offer. There's no greater feeling than taking your Jeep off-road with nothing between you and the world around you. It was this kind of experience that turned Jeep drivers into Jeep lovers, creating a community that felt like family.